Hey, Alex here, and this is 3 questions to ask when generating leads. A lot of times when you're doing cold emailing or when you're reaching out to leads, the quality of the person you're reaching out to is more important than the message itself. For instance, I was reaching out to some development agencies a couple weeks ago, and one of the leads looked like a development agency on the outside, but because his company was actually a development consulting agency, he got back to the email and he was like, no, not interested. Uh, Another one of the leads, though, was directly in the target development agency that had a need for the service we were offering, and he got back and actually bought within the week. So the quality of leads really matters. That's the same message sent to both. So here are 3 questions to ask when you're generating your leads. If you need help with leads, inspiredbeats.com, we provide leads for B2B. But here's 3 things to be thinking about if you're going to do it manually. Number 1 is, what does the perfect target company look like? You want to get super granular here, right? Think about number of employees, think about how long the company's been in business, any technologies they have in place. The more granular you can get, the better here. And once you have that in place, and there are a whole bunch of videos getting more targeted into this. I just wanted to get very high level, very general in this video, because I realized a lot of my videos are a little deep. So that's the first one. What does the perfect target company look like? Be thinking about it. I'll actually link a video in the description, 2 videos that go super granular into how exactly to do that. The second question is, what does the person within that company look like? So once you have a good idea of what the company is, you want to think about the actual decision maker, right? This is B2B sales. You're selling to people. You're not selling to just faceless corporations. So think about what the decision maker would look like, right? How long has he been in his job? What's his background like? What's his training in, right? For instance, a lot of CTOs in web development companies have HTML5 or PHP experience, but they don't have Ruby experience, so they hire Ruby developers. Things like that you should be thinking about. And the reason why you want to think so much about the background is because a lot of times the job titles aren't the same, especially when you're selling to startups or when you're selling into strange industries for your company, like new industries for your company. So one of the things that we like to do is think about what the background of somebody with that job title would be, and then lead generate based on that. So for instance, somebody who's a director of marketing might have had 2 years as an associate marketing manager, a year of senior marketing manager, and then just worked up the chain. So if we find somebody with the background that has 2 years of associate marketing manager and then 1 year of senior marketing manager, and then they're like director of client happiness or something, we actually know that that's director of marketing. So the background is something to keep note of as well. The third thing is, where can I find a bunch of them online, right? So once you know your target company, you know in very granular detail the type of company you're going after, and you know what that person looks like, then you have to think about where you could go to find a bunch of them online. Here's a quick list if you don't know already. AngelList lists almost every startup that's posting and looking for people to hire. So AngelList is very good if you're selling to startups. LinkedIn is great for almost every industry. Everything from the grocery industry to dentists are on there. People in B2B catering. LinkedIn is the place to go to find a bunch of people. But it's no use unless you have the targeting correct. Other places you can go, Indeed posts job hires. What else? Glassdoor will post company reviews. So if you're going after companies that have really good culture, that's a good place to target. Basically, you want to find these pockets where people hang out and lead generate based on those. The more lists you can get, the better. For instance, if you're looking for companies that sponsor websites, you can go to something like buy, sell ads and click each of those websites and see which ones have ads on them and which companies are advertising on those specific companies. So that is another thing you can do. So to recap, the 3 questions to ask when generating leads. Number 1, what does the perfect target company look like? Number 2, what does the person within that company look like? And 3, where can I find a bunch of them online? All right, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. I'll link over to those videos like I talked about before. Check out inspiredbeats.com if you need lead generation or outreach for your B2B company. I'm Alex Berman, and I will talk to you later.